If you're a mom in a stressful season, maybe going through a transition, you have a teething baby, or life just feels heavy right now, you don't need complicated dinners. You need simple meal prep. During those hard weeks, I don't cook more, I simplify more. I'm not focused on impressing my family with meals, I'm focused on being steady. And I'm gonna walk you through today how I make my meal plan simple and fast so that those stressful seasons become something manageable and dinner isn't something you have to worry about. The whole basis of simplifying meal prep for my family is based on our 5S stressful dinner system. 1, simplify. 2, short prep. 3, satisfy. 4, schedule leftovers. And 5, stop overcomplicating. This is what simple meal prep looks like during those stressful seasons. For the first step, simplify. During those stressful times, I'm not trying new meals and I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. I'm going back to my core meals that I know are fast and easy. The main things I focus on, choosing those meals for myself as I've built this system, is something that doesn't have a lot of ingredients. It's obviously affordable and cheap, so it fits within my budget no matter what season we're in, and the prep is easy and fast. It also has to be something we love so that we can repeat it frequently enough that we don't get tired of it and we're like, oh, this is what's for dinner again. We need to enjoy it. So having it be repeatable is important. Something with the term simplify is we are simplifying our meals without sacrificing nutrition. We want those bellies to be full and our bodies to be nourished no matter the season. And the meals that I choose really focus on that. They are nourishing no matter how simple they are. And that's the beautiful thing about taking care of our bodies, is that it is made to be simple in the first place. So your body and your health is never sacrificed in those stressful seasons. For step 2, keeping the short prep is something I really focus on. And it's the type of meal that I found that really helps me. So that's gonna be like a rice bowl, a sheet pan, crock pot kind of, but I'm not good at like putting it in earlier in the day. So depends on how I am, how my days are flowing in that stressful season. But for the most part, crock pot meals aren't really a part of that. For some people it works, so that's why I put it in, but for me it doesn't really. Instant pot is more my friend because I put it in and instantly, i.e. in 30 to 40 minutes, our dinner is done. So the format of your meals is what is going to make it easier, easy prep. And I will say sheet pan is definitely my favorite. We have about 5 sheet pan meals that we rotate through. And number 1, they're delicious. Number 2, they're not all the same. And number 3, they are so easy. And it's literally just a chop and dump right onto the pan. So that's one that I really love. When choosing my meals and planning for the stressful season, I put a 30-minute cap on that. 30 minutes to prep and cook. So, I mean, I'm definitely not spending up to 30 minutes prepping these meals. Absolutely not. Maybe 15 or 20. I mean, okay, it could go up to 30 if my toddler's pulling on my leg and screaming. You know, that just happens. But without those interruptions, I don't want to be taking 30 continuous minutes to plan these meals. So 30 minutes is my max for prep, just in general with my toddler or not. And that helps me keep my meals and the time I have to set aside to make dinner short and easy. Okay, for the third step of the system is satisfy. Like we talked about, nutrition and nourishment do not get sacrificed in stressful seasons with the system. So we want to make sure that our bellies are full and satisfied. And that is especially important for children, for our mood, for our stability, emotionally and mentally. Like, we need to feel good to be good, and to manage that stress, we need to give our bodies the nourishment they need. So every meal needs to have fiber, protein, fat, and carbs. Okay, it needs to have all 4 of those things, and that can look different in every meal. Protein obviously needs to be a meat, a bean, a like tofu, whatever it is, it needs to have something protein in your meal. And don't put pressure on yourself to be like, oh, a high protein meal. No, just make sure those components are in your dinner. Make sure there's some meat in it. Make sure there's some beans in it. Whatever it is that day, just make sure it has some essence of protein. Fiber usually comes from vegetables, so make sure there is a veggie in your meal. If it's not in your meal, make sure it's on the side of your meal. And if you need, have a side salad. Honestly, that works great for me and my husband. And then my toddler, I'll just get some frozen peas and carrots, dump it into a bowl, add a little water, microwave it. He's getting fiber, we're getting fiber, and it's all something that we enjoy eating. So honestly, I do the same vegetable for every dinner, like for a week. So we're eating salads every night for a week, or my toddler's eating beans or carrots or peas every night for a week. And that might not work for some families, but it works for us. It eliminates what's the veggie we're gonna have, what's a veggie that we like, you know, it eliminates that and we just get to repeat it. That's really helpful for me. Okay, fat can come from a lot of sources. It can come from the dairy, it can come from the oil you're cooking in your food, just natural fats that you're eating, like if you're eating a fattier meat, things like that. So make sure fat is an element because that helps with fullness and that feeling of satiety in your body. And last, but definitely not least, is carbs. Every meal needs to have a carb. Carbs can look anywhere from fruit to a grain to, well, everything has a carb in it. So if you don't want a specific like a rice or a noodle or a fruit side, that's fine. And if it's not a component, that's fine. Just make sure that your meal is hearty enough. And plus, carbs are a really good and cheap way to bulk up the meal and make it satisfying. But with those other elements, it helps balance it out so we feel good and we're not just overloaded with carbs, because that can decrease us feeling satisfied for longer after our meal. So those are some components we focus on in our meals. And if your meals aren't perfect, that's okay. But those are just things you can aim for and just try adding on as sides so that you get that complete whole meal. And it can be easy and fast. So try not to stress about it. And if you need extra help, don't worry, because I'm going to share a 7-day meal plan that has all of those components that you can use for your family during your stressful season. So I just want to share this last week. Okay, I am in my stressful season, okay? Just these last couple of days, okay? Well, first of all, we got news of a huge life change, like a cross-country move. My husband's gonna be going to grad school, so like digesting that and trying to plan that and figure that out, because that's happening in 3 months, and so just this news is kind of overwhelming. Okay, we have that. My toddler is teething. He's always teething, and it's been rough, and he is miserable, and his poor little mouth. But so that's been difficult. And my husband got the stomach flu, okay? It's been rough. So for dinner, they have not been fancy. And I'm just gonna let you know, we literally had grilled cheeses for dinner, okay? They were a little bit spiced up, like mine had avocado and some ham on it. But we literally had grilled cheese, fruit, and a veggie. And that's all. And it had all the components that I listed, and it was easy. It literally took me 10 minutes to make dinner. Bellies were full, and we made it through the night. Okay, so this is real, and I totally understand that things come up, crap happens, and life is legitimately stressful, and meals do not need to add to that stress. And sometimes we get to make elaborate meals and we feel good and we have this time, and I would say 80% of the time we don't, especially as moms and families. And I mean, life is real, okay? Life is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so take these things and implement them into your life all the time, because these things really do help my family, because the stress is real and dinner is real, and you can do it even in the hard times. And just know that this is something that my family really does and really works for us. And there is no one holding a bar to make sure your dinner reaches that bar every night. No. The bar is it simple, our belly's full, and is it manageable for you? That's all you have to worry about. And if you've accomplished those, you have won dinner that night. Okay, back to the system for our 4th step: schedule leftovers. Okay, if you are legitimately in a stressful season, this is the number one life-saving step that I have found, okay? There is no shame in eating leftovers, and ain't nobody trying to make dinner every single night, okay? Eating out is expensive, so we don't do that because that does not fit within our budget. Hopefully one day, after grad school maybe, but right now it does not fit in our budget, so we schedule to eat leftovers. I know at least one night of the week, I'm gonna feel good about making dinner. Well, maybe. It's gonna be bearable at the least, okay? And I'm gonna make a crap ton of that meal so that we can eat it in leftovers once, twice, 3 times, whatever you can manage, whatever you need, it doesn't matter. Use those leftovers, plan for leftovers, and don't be ashamed to do so, because you made a nourishing meal and you should leverage that for the rest of the week. And this has really been something that helps us in a busy season. As we were college students, like, we did not have time to make a meal every night. We had a lot of studying to do. Now we have a child. We're going into an even more stressful season with doing a cross-country move, and we're going to be going to PA school, and life is just generally stressful, and eating leftovers is something that has saved us. I mean, nothing is worse than, what are we going to eat for dinner? I don't want to make dinner. Nothing sounds good. I'm too tired. I'm exhausted to make dinner. Ding, enter leftovers. Thank you. For the last step, 5, don't overcomplicate. This is more of a reminder. Nobody is taking pictures of your dinner or tracking your meal plan to put it on Pinterest. Ain't nobody doing that. And if they were, they would probably want to know the real life version of it anyways, okay? So don't overcomplicate it. Just focus on those core principles. Keeping it simple, keeping bellies full, and using what you have already made to feed people throughout the week. That's really all you need to do. And if you do need help with a grocery list, a meal plan, whatever it is, I got the resources. I know what it's like, and I am trying my darndest to make resources and videos that are really going to help you through these stressful seasons and manage motherhood and thrive in your stressful seasons. Thrive in motherhood. So just know, don't overcomplicate it. And if you are, come back to me, visit my blog, visit my YouTube channel, drop something in the comments, and there will be support for you to simplify it, to streamline your process, to lower your stress. Okay? So just remember, don't overcomplicate it. All I need is one meal to keep bellies full. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Boom, that's all. During stressful season, your goal, my goal, is not to be impressive, it's to be steady. That's what your family needs, that's what you need, that's what's gonna push you through this season. If you remember nothing else, let's just recap. We need to keep it simple, focus on short prep, focus on keeping bellies full, plan and use those leftovers, and don't overcomplicate your dinner. That is my system for my stressful seasons. That's what pushes me through. That's what keeps us full, and that's what really works for us. Obviously, we're all looking for some more ideas about how to truly manage meals through stressful seasons. So drop in the comment a meal that you can make very quickly that you make when you're stressed, okay? We need to know, we need to learn from each other. So drop it in the comments, share with other moms, and hopefully you can get some good inspiration from people who comment as well. If you're in a stressful season right now, remember, dinner doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to be steady. And you can show up in the small, simple ways, and that is what is going to matter to your family. If you want help planning out the next 7 days of your meals, I'm going to be dropping the 7-day meal plan in the description for you to use. It literally has the grocery list, the meal, the sides, everything you will need for 7 days to feed your family simply. So check it out, use it if you need it. It's there, and it is full of real meals that me and my family use. If this is the kind of content and encouragement and knowledge that you need to build that strong home through any season of your life, please join us, subscribe, and like this video, and walk with me on this journey of motherhood through every season that life throws at us, because we are here to thrive survive and grow together as moms and women. So let's do it. And just so you know, if anxiety is a part of your stressful season too, or maybe your everyday life, just your season, the season of life, if anxiety is a part of it, me too. And I'm going to be sharing a video about how I manage it as a woman, a Christian, and a mother, and during this big life transition. So if you want to catch that video, please turn on your notifications, and I'll be posting that video in a couple of weeks, and I can't wait to see you again. Thanks for being here.